Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Are we getting a potential breakout or relief rally? If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. Remember to check out the sale on the premium list, which is ending today if you want to know how I'm navigating these markets. Let's go ahead and jump in. So we released a video a few hours ago saying that we're likely going to get a retest of our downtrend line, okay? It's a 4-hour chart, so let's not take this to the bank or anything. We did get a retest of it, and it appears so far we've had a nice little breakout, okay? Now, the first thing we should say about this is that, don't schedule the Forbes interview just yet. We still need time to see how this plays out. Okay, these are 4-hour candles. I mean, it's possible this could be a wick. It's possible. I think we need to wait and see if we can continue to move higher. Okay, remember what we said earlier is that getting above, getting even to 39K, I would not necessarily call this a relief rally. Okay. This is basically the same price that we were at on June 4th, which was just over a week ago. So again, $39,000 Bitcoin is nice. I'm not going to get out of bed for a $39,000 Bitcoin. So the point here is to say, I think patience is what is needed. Okay. And I know there's a lot of channels that talk about leverage trading and whatnot. And again, I'm not going to promote that stuff here because I think it's relatively risky. I should say it's incredibly risky to do that stuff, and in general, not even just in crypto, but shorting Bitcoin is not something that I've ever done, will never do. You don't short the king, right? But if you go look at the shorts, you can see they've actually been climbing for the last week or so, moving up pretty substantially, and I think right now we're sort of on the cusp. Let's say that we're on the cusp of a relief rally. Okay, we're not quite there yet. Okay, so if we were to get a relief rally, maybe it would trigger a short squeeze. I mean, you can see the shorts have been skyrocketing. Bitcoin is still sort of at a crossroads. Okay, so Bitcoin right now is most certainly at a crossroads. Is this a real breakout? Is this going to lead us up to higher targets? For instance, the 200-day SMA, which remember we got rejected from the other day. When we got rejected at it, it was only at like 40,600 or so. But right now the 200-day SMA is over 42K. So we would have a long ways to go just to get to that area. So I would not necessarily call this a relief rally just yet, but it would certainly be the precursor to one if in fact these levels if we are able to hold them. If you go look at some other sort of indicators, that are somewhat interesting. This is like the daily RSI. So I think it might be worth keeping an eye on the daily RSI to see if are we able to actually come back up to these higher levels, or do we remain, generally speaking, do we remain in the downtrend? Okay, so this is why I think people should be somewhat cautious before assuming it's the relief rally. If it is the relief rally, we should know in the not so distant future it's either going to hold or it's not. And if it does hold, then the next levels I think to look for would be, say, the 200-day SMA. Above that, it would actually be the 21-week EMA. So above the 20, it would be this green line, okay? And you can actually see that the green line, the 21-week EMA, and the orange line, the 200-day SMA, they are starting to converge down to each other. So that could be an interesting area if we are in fact able to get a nice relief rally well above $40,000, because right now we're still sitting shy of 40K. Okay, above that, you might look at other moving averages. Here's the 50-day moving average, which is coming in hot at just shy of $45,000, and then the holy grail, the 20-week SMA. Okay, and we have a long ways to go to get back above the 20-week SMA. Now note that the 20-week SMA should actually increase, I believe, this week. So it should increase. If we take a measured move and go back like 20 weeks, we're essentially replacing this price over here with a higher one. So the 20-week SMA, when we get an update here in a couple hours or so from the time that I launched this video, I think it'll actually slightly go up. Okay, so it's only going to turn over once we get, you know, once when we look back 20 weeks, we're looking back at, say, like these levels, and if we're not trading at like 50 to 60K by that time, then the 20-week SMA is going to start coming down, because you're essentially going to be replacing candles over here, or you're going to be replacing candles up here with candles down here, and so then the 20-week SMA would come down. So I think, you know, nothing's really changed. I think that to some degree we're still playing in the sandbox, but this could be the precursor to a breakout if in fact we're able to hold these levels. And I think that is a key point to discuss, is if we actually hold these levels. So it doesn't really change anything. I just think we'll check back in maybe in a few hours and see, is Bitcoin able to hold it? Are we pushing above 40K? Are we making a run at the 200-day SMA? Are we getting a short squeeze? Or are we just going to keep playing in the sandbox for a while? If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. Remember to check out the sale on the premium list if you want to lock in low rate. That sale ends today. You'll get access to weekly reports and videos, the Telegram alerts channel, Telegram chat room, the risk dashboard, and more. Thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.